Hello everyone, it's Nick here, and we're looking at a game I've previously reviewed on the Commodore Amiga, which I really like, so we're interested to see what it's like on the ZX Spectrum 128K. It's Grand Prix Circuit, published by Accolade in 1990. It's a racing game, a single player game where you must race a Formula 1 car over 8 races and try and win the championship. There's 5 difficulty levels, and it also come out, as well as the Amiga, the Commodore 64, Amstrad CPC and DOS and a few other ones. So we've got single race, practice or a championship. There's a difficulty level, and you can put your name. You can change the amount of laps per race, but we'll keep it on 3, I think. So there's 18 races, as I told you, and there's divided up into practice sessions, qualifying sessions, and then finally the race. I'm quite eager to play this. Very Test Drive 2-ish. I love Accolade, so let's see how this one fares. Right, let's load the championship up here. First race I think will be Brazil, although I don't think we're coming from Sao Paulo. Got a choice of 3 cars, Ferrari, Williams and McLaren. On the Amiga version they all look like different cars. This one they all look like, well, McLarens, don't they? The McLaren car is the quickest to drive, although it's the hardest to handle. So Brazil first, I was correct. So qualifying, map top left, time top right, and then start there. Now keep an eye on the dot in the middle of the steering wheel. That tells us how much I'm steering by, and I'm trying to do this on keys because I couldn't get the keyboard to work. The mirrors there are absolutely pointless because you can't see behind you. It's tried to make it look like a cockpit, but you can see it's very squared off as a rectangle. The road is yellow. That black line down the middle is helping us try and... yeah, this is awkward. Engine sounds are okay. Actually, they're quite cool for 128K. No music playing, but that's not a bad thing. I think that just get in the way. I stopped it in error, right. I'm controlling this on 4 keys. Left, right, accelerate, decelerate. Yeah, this is awkward. Right, time in the top right, and there's a damage meter in the middle. If it goes to the top of the bar, the car is broken. You can repair damage by going into the pits at any point. Yeah, this is no patch on the... it's good programming, but no patch on the Amiga version, which I really like. This is painful for me. It'll be interesting to see how the race goes. But just concentrate on getting around here. Like, we probably could take these full out, I guess. Mountains in the background. Yeah. It's a clever bit of coding, that dot going around the map on the top left there. Oh, is the car going to over rev? Don't think so. That's an annoying sound. That's like an old alarm clock I used to have. Time to get up. Or are we driving an ambulance and it's just stuck on one of the beeps? Whoops. What's going on here? Someone's got a Casio keyboard in the cockpit. Beep, 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 beep. Maybe we've got R2-D2 trapped underneath the wheels. Right, so let's try and get a good... this is just practice really, so this isn't for any times or anything. We have 3 practice laps, then 1 qualifying lap, then 3 race laps. So can you take the excitement? So we'll try and learn this track as we go along, but I don't think you have to slow down too much on these bends. Whoops, whoa. Yeah, so if you've got an Amiga and a ZX Spectrum 128K, play it on the Commodore Amiga version. Sometimes you get good conversions on the Spectrum, quite often, like Stunt Car Racer was good on the Amiga, and it was also brilliant on the 128K. I have reviewed that one, so if you want to look at that, then be my guest. Do so, comment on it, compare it to this if you want. They've tried to go for a simulator here, so brave, but yeah. I think they've done as well as they could have done, but I'm a little bit disappointed. I don't know what I was expecting, really. What was I expecting? Not sure. Boop. Right, that's the lap, is it? Right, 1 lap. We can pit in if we want to change tyres. I'm in. Right, that graphic's pretty cool. Change left tyres. Why would you want to just change the left or right tyres? Change all of them. What's the advantage of just changing 1 tyre? Yeah, that is a good graphic. It'd be out of balance, wouldn't it? So, regardless if you choose a McLaren, a Ferrari and a Williams, they always look identical on the Amiga version. and possibly DOS as well. They've got different colour cars, so it does make you feel like you're driving a different car. Checkered Flag, a really old Formula 1 game on the Spectrum. At least you had a choice of different cars. This moves ever so slightly quicker than that. Not a great deal though. So for a game of 1990, a little bit disappointing. It was come out in 1986. I probably think, yeah, it's not too bad. Although the displays are brilliant and the speedo's brilliant and the revometer's good. There's a lot going on, but yeah, it's just too. Frame rates as expected. Not a patch on today's modern day games really, but it's just okay, mediocre. I wouldn't come back to it in a great hurry. I suppose the championship might keep coming you back for race to race, but I'm presuming that each track is roughly the same. Monaco on the Amiga version, there's lots of grass and stuff, but at least it looked different. The track itself, this one just set straights and corners. The line down the middle now seems to be breaking up ever so slightly as the Spectrum struggles to calculate 3D graphics. But I'm quite looking forward to the Spectrum Next coming out at some point. See some half megabyte games from the ZX Spectrum, so they should move quite quickly. There's going to be a whole new generation of people programming Spectrum games again, and I can't wait, because I certainly will be reviewing them on the channel if I can. Haven't done too many homebrews so far. Castlevania was one. Been meaning to do a few Horace ones for a while, but we'll get round to them at some stage. So many games to review. Not looking too bad on the damageometer, but there's no other cars to crash into on practice mode. Lap 2 of 3. Yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of it. Although, as I say, I'm swerving all around the road, but on keys it's most I can hope for. Boo! Yeah. There's no way of turning the sound off. That's not good. That's a terrible engine sound. Is it supposed to sound like the Formula 1 cars of the early 90s? Yeah. Rubbish. Rubbish sound. Okay, right. Pit in. We're not going to pit in again. I think there's just an option. You don't have to pit in if you don't want to. Imagine selecting 100 laps on this. Yeah. But we're almost at the end of practice. Then we'll do a qualifying lap. But I don't think you can go too far wrong on this track. No really tight bends to speak of, although the map would tell you differently. Look at the map, that's saying a tight bend. This doesn't seem that tight. Like a U-turn. Yeah. Is there a sense of speed? Well, a little bit. If the line down the middle wasn't there, it would look like you're not moving. So it does give you some perspective. Let me know what you think of this game. Is it good? Is it poor? I mean, it's programmed well, but it's just not impressive overall. That's just my opinion, really. Maybe I was spoilt on the 16-bit versions. Right, we're going down the main straight, about halfway through the lap. 38 seconds. I'm quite confident of a good qualifying position in qualifying there. Once we eventually get to it, if you're still with me, if your eardrums haven't popped and bled, then well done, you. You might have just advanced the video 2 minutes forward. No, hello, you haven't missed much. Yeah, I mean, I think this game, it'd be interesting to see if these games do work on the Spectrum Next, because this game might run really fast on that, and that might turn this one into a really, really cool game. Although I think controlling it's going to be awkward. Maybe it's going to get to the point where you've got Spectrum games being controlled with a steering wheel. Now that's going to be really awesome if that happens. Drive Club on the ZX Spectrum. Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? I can't see major developers developing for the Spectrum Next. It'll be interesting to see how well that gets off the ground. But one thing for certain, it's going to be a lot better than Spectrum Vega Plus, the handheld that never materialised and probably never will. Yeah, that's a big long story there. Boo! Shame on you. Right, are we near the end of the lap yet? We just got this corner. And then we're on the straight, and then it's end of practice, and then, yeah, we're only warming up, and we're off. No, we're not on. Right, that's it, is it? Please not another lap. Right, prepare to qualify. I will do, I'm prepared. So it's a 1 lap shoot-off. No time for errors. I want pole position, man. Mind you, if I do get pole position, I might have to slow down, because I want to see some other cars in this, some other traffic. To make it a little bit interesting at least. Right, off we go. Standing start. Quickest lap you can. Quickest gets pole. There's fictitious drivers in this one. I don't think there's an option to change the names on them. I might be wrong. So many driving games about. So many. Still got quite a few on the list to cover on the ZX Spectrum. If you've got a favourite racing game I haven't covered so far, please don't tell me to cover a game I've already covered it. That annoys me a little bit. So yeah, if you want me to cover a game, just do a search on my channel that is not already there, and then I might write it down and come to it. Hurrah! Okay. Cover your ears, please. Wear in defenders. Well, then you can't hear me then. Maybe that's for the best as well. Right, check out the dot. We're almost halfway round the lap here. We've got a big long straight round here, which you know. Okay. This is the future. 1990. Yeah, there are better games available then. That's why I'm being a little bit harsh on this. Early 80s, mid 80s look good, but it's starting to get up against the Lotus games on the 16 bits. Jeff Cramland's Grand Prix a few years later as well, so you know, there's a lot of competition there, and you can only judge how good a game is by the competition at the same time. Now, I'm not saying a game has to be graphically superior to be a better game. I often see the gameplay first of all. Driving games graphics do tend to be quite important, but as I say, the playability is there, the game is there. This is a bit hard work, probably because of the frame rate really, and the precision of the keys isn't that precise. Just imagine if you was driving a Formula 1 car with a keyboard in real. It's a bit like that. Left, right, forward, accelerate, decelerate. You wouldn't have much control over the Formula 1 car, and you'd definitely have Lewis Hamilton complaining over the radio that his keyboard's not working. What's wrong with my keyboard, guys? He'd say, and then they say probably, hit the number 8 harder to brake in the corners, and he'll say, you're having a laugh, and then he'll get a job doing something else, baked bean factory or something. Right, this is the end of the lap. 1 minute 36.7. Is that good? It must be good. What was the time? Isn't? Yeah, look at that. Pole position by 12 seconds. But all right, I should have gone a bit harder. Travis Day. So I don't want to drive away on this one. I want to have a few cars to look at and try and overtake. So I might go a bit slow in the first lap and let them overtake me. Look out for the green light. Ready. We're gone. Right, I'm not accelerating that quickly and still no one's come past me. I've stayed in second gear. Where is everyone? Look at the map. There's lots of white dots. I'm getting away. How can I be getting away? Right, I might have to stop completely. How much quicker is this car than everyone else? Right, I'll stop. Right, they're past. Right. How many come past? 4 have come. This is dodgy graphics. What's going on here? Oh. Right, the game's slowing down a bit here. This isn't clever. No, this isn't clever at all. All the cars are the same. Right, it's now going to be a roadblock for the whole lap. Maybe it's just slowed down. So I can't overtake anyone. There's no space on the road. They're driving alongside each other. I'm stuck. How did 9 cars get past me there? Oh, this is a disaster. Are they going to split up as we get past lap 1? I'm just getting lots of damage here as I crash into the back of these things. It feels like we're poodling around. It says 200 miles an hour there. This does not feel like 200 miles an hour. Oh, I made the wrong thing. I should have not waited for them. I should have just drove off. I'm off the road. Can I overtake them by driving round them off the road? No, I've lost. Have I lost? No. I've got up a place. No, I've stayed in 11th or whatever. Oh, come on. Give me a chance. Painful. Maybe I should deliberately damage the car. Right, so almost halfway round lap 1. At least we're not having that over rev sound. How am I going to get past? Are they going to go single file or something? There's just no way past here. Right. I know I don't normally swear, but I'm finding it pretty hard not to now. This almost is in a different formula. Is this the pace car or something? Get out of the way, you doofus. Are they driving slow on purpose? Right, can I just get round? No. Mind you, it does say 7th. How have I got past people? Perhaps I'm driving through people. Yeah, collision detection on this is weird. No, I don't think you can spin the car. Yeah, qualifying was okay, practice was okay. This is not enjoyable. It's not working. It's not working. Maybe after lap 1 there'll be bigger gaps between the cars. But if 2 cars are driving side by side around the whole lap, it defeats the object of racing, because you can't knock them out the way, you can't drive round them. How are you supposed to get past? It's impossible. Maybe you should have to do more than 3 laps. Right, are we all going to spread out now? Doesn't look like it. Car driving on the outside of the corner all the way round, and all the other cars driving on the inside all the way round. Is it just one car doing it? Right, let's go wide. Can I... Yeah, as soon as you go off-road, you lose too much speed. Well, this is exciting, isn't it? Best Formula 1 action ever. Try Continental Circus before this. This cockpit thing's not happening. Or even pole position, or checkered flag. Nigel Mansell. Oh, this is a shame. This game could be brilliant if the AI was better. Right, is this going to be the whole 3 laps now behind this mob? I'm in 9th somehow. Maybe it's like when you're on the motorway in a traffic jam and one lane always moves quicker than the other one, and you get in that lane, then the lane you were in suddenly moves quicker. It's that sort of law. Right, is he going to go on the inside so I can cut in? No, he isn't. We're almost at the end of lap 1. I don't think I'm going to win the race here, but I'm definitely not going to do a blundering series on this game. If anyone wants a blundering series on this game, then it's not happening. We'll do a blundering series at some point. That's where I go for a whole season of a game. Normally a racing game. I haven't got too much time at the moment because the schedule is chock-a-block with videos. I don't know if you've noticed, but there seems to be a video going up every day. And that's just mental. How am I not dead? I might be after this. Come on. Right, I'm trapped in 9th place. I'm going to be here forever. Lap 2. Maybe I can just drive through people, get lucky. I've got a lot of damage, but it's still in the green. If it goes in the red area, then we're risking it a bit. But you just can't nudge people out the way. The 2017 Formula 1 season, cars are going to be wider. I hope they're not as wide as they are in this game, because it makes it impossible to overtake. So this better not be the 2017 season, or I'm going to write a letter of complaint. Bring back Bernie. Didn't think I'd ever say that. Yeah, this is exciting. What's been your favourite lap so far? Oh look, I've gone wide. Yes. I think I'm going to need some aspirin in a minute. Right, are we spreading out? Stuck in 9th place. No hope of being able to overtake anyone. Maybe I'll get lucky and they're all going the pits. Look at the red bar there. The car's almost written off, but it's pointless going in the pits because we've only got 1 lap after this. Maybe I can survive. Right, go on. That's the first time we've heard that sound in the race. Right, can we weave round? Get lucky. Come on. They're going quick as well. Oh, can't take too much more damage. Up into 8th somehow. Don't ask me how. No, don't ask me. Oh, they should just let me pass. There's going to be an accident. Wave some blue flag somewhere. Oh, the car's going to break in a minute. It's going to look a right write-off. Right, 5th. I'm in 5th. Well, I was. Still in 5th, despite being off-road. Lap 2. So I've got past 4 cars by going this odd route. Still in 5th? Yes, thank you very much. Right, there's a gap of space here. Accelerate. Oh, where did he come from? He just drove through me. Where's these coders? I'm going to ring them up. Ow. Oh, this is just silly. And I'm back to where I was. I'm more angry than Sebastian Vettel in his Formula 1 car. Shout this, shout that, explanatory that. Oh, God. Gazoinks. Alright, I've got past him somehow. He's vanished. Perhaps he's got beamed up by the Starship Enterprise. Right, let's get around all these. They're all on the inside. Let's get around all of them. 6th place. 6th place, 5th place. Right, finally, it's coming good. But if a grain of sand lands on the car, it's going to blow up. 3rd place. We should have just got pole and just driven away. 1 lap to go. Pit in. Well, I can't because it's the last lap. 3rd place. Last lap. Come on, we can do it after this disastrous start. Get out of the way. Please get out of the way. Right. I'm miles the quickest car here. 3rd. Please go up to 2nd. No, I can't get past this hoodlum. Slowing it down. I'm into 2nd. I'm in the 1st. I'm in 1st. Right, don't mess up, Nick. We're leading the race. Surely I can get this car around half a lap. We can do it. You can do it if you really try, but you must try. Try, try, try. Do we get any damage on this car for revving it? This will be the greatest win in history after being trapped in traffic for 100 years. Go, go, go. Well, we've got about half a lap left. As long as I don't go off-road, I think the car might just about be okay. But it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a very close one. What a race. Oops, we're drifting off there. What happened there? That's my fault. My fingers slipped on the wrong keys. Any damage for that? Hopefully not. Yeah. The damage seems to have gone down slightly. What's that all about? Maybe driving on the grass helps. Just poodle along. Ain't got too far to go. Come on, we can do this. God, why is the car going so slow all of a sudden? I think we've got engine problems, but look at the gap on the map. We've got a big gap there. Please, fate, don't treat me bad. Blah, blah, blah. How long have we been playing this for? Come on, we can do this thing. Can the car last to the end? Place your bets. Place your bets. Just a few corners to go to secure victory. Yeah, I thought I saw a car in the distance then. I did not want that. I don't want any lap riders. Damage, we've still got about, I don't know, half a centimetre there. Oh no! Ow! Curses, damn blast. Well, I think we'll leave that one there. I don't want to do the next race. I hope you liked having a look at that game. That was Grand Prix Circuit on the ZX Spectrum 128K, published by Accolade in 1990. As I said, it's not a bad game, but I expected a lot more, so I'm left a little bit underwhelmed, a little bit disappointed. Thanks for watching that one. If you've got any comments about the game, then please put it below. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.